Hello everybody, it's Gamer Speaking Nonsense, and today we're going to be reacting to the latest Death Battle. I'm Deviant Dario,
I'm Infinite One.
and let's fucking go!
Alright, the combatants are set and we've run the
Move your
dance of all
mouse.
possibilities. It's time
It's
for a death
Death Battle!
battle!
Boom!
Oh.
You can see me.
I can see everything.
That's right, because he's a Shinigami, only certain beings can see that. Oh yeah! Ooh, let's go Aizen!
Drown in despair!
I would expect nothing more from a human.
Okay, that was pretty bad.
Tricks. Don't get so full of yourself.
Freaking moth form.
Let's go, Madara.
First half of his moth.
You change your form. You got that up just in time. Nice. Yeah, cut the asteroid.
And here comes the freaky shit.
Perfect, Susanoo.
Let's see what happens.
Here come the clones.
Can he multiply his god form clones?
Yes.
Love it. The thrill of battle, the pounding of my heart, the taste of my own blood. I love it!
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well,
Almost had me there, you tricky bastard.
Nothing escapes
uh-oh.
illusions.
Except for maybe Madara solutions. Oh, nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nice.
Wait, what? What? What just happened?
What a wonderful dance.
Okay, never mind.
Of course Madara won! He fake died twice for his 5D chess plan, while Aizen only fake died once.
Aizen and Madara were extremely evenly matched in raw power and speed. By our calculations, Madara spreading the God Tree's roots with his chakra was about 7 times more powerful than the best that Aizen could scale to with his rare Yoku, and both ended up being roughly as fast as each other.
While there are a range of possible feats and numbers to go with to determine their limits, the point is they're always going to be close to even.
Which means the main thing that mattered here were their powers and how they countered each other. Madara's enormous variety of abilities eventually overwhelmed Aizen.
While Soul Reapers like Aizen may be invisible to regular people, the Rinnegan allowed Madara to see invisible spiritual beings like his own Limbo clones. Hell, the Rinnegan lets you see and remove human souls, and that's exactly what a Soul Reaper is.
Both Chakra
True.
and Raryoku utilize spirit energy and operated in similar ways, being
True.
formed into attacks like ninjutsu and kido. That meant that Madara's ability to absorb ninjutsu allowed him to nullify the vast majority of Aizen's range attacks and even dispel his force fields.
And despite how OP Aizen's complete hypnosis was, Sharingan users can break out of illusions no sweat, even ones as powerful as Itachi's Tsukuyomi. And since Madara
Wow, I
can switch between the Rinnegan and the
underestimate
Sharingan,
Sharingan
he'd be able to
abilities.
break out of an illusion anytime he wanted.
Aizen's illusions are nearly perfect, but fellow Captain Unohana was able to subconsciously notice its flaws. With an eye as perceptive as the Sharingan, which can spot imperfections in genjutsus all the time, it was only inevitable that Madara would be able to quickly break out.
However, the same couldn't be said for Aizen, who never showed any resistance to the kind of mental illusions Madara can create.
Even setting illusions aside, the sheer quantity of offensive options at Madara's disposal, whether it be his clones, meteors, or monsters summoned by the Rinnegan, kept Aizen constantly on the back foot.
But none of that mattered if they couldn't kill each other, and both had pretty insane healing factors that could recover from just about anything, except for those pesky 8 balls of doom.
Madara's truth-seeking orbs were capable of completely molecularly annihilating spiritual beings and preventing them from regenerating. And again, Aizen was a spiritual being.
Since Aizen lacked the ability to do the same irreversible damage to Madara, the ghost of the Uchiha had exactly what he needed to put this actual ghost down for good.
Aizen was an unbelievably overpowered foe, but Madara's own powers, illusions, and devastating truth-seeking orbs allowed him to crush the ex-Shinigami.
Sosuke should have kept his Aizen the prize. And
Do you feel any shame at all?
Yeah, that one was bad.
moderately.
Yeah, that was bad.
Wow, he kept it going.
The winner is Madara Uchiha.
Alright,
Boom.
let's see who's
Thank you for watching
next.
this episode of Death
I
Battle.
opened
If you're
Facebook and I
looking for
saw
some
this,
holidays,
so
we've got a bunch of
I'm
great
very,
items
like,
from Death Battle and
Alright.
Booster
waiting to see your reaction.
T-shirts,
Let's see how
socks,
bad
and
it's
your
gonna be.
style.
Give
Click
it to
that box
me.
to Start shopping now.
Yeah. Give it to me. Who we got? That One Punch Man?
Versus that was the reaction I was waiting for too.
Death Battle, you drunk?
You good there?
Nope. But I'm gonna just continue on and roll with it. Alright, so that was actually next Death Battle aside, which is basically gonna be its own video. Who the fuck we gonna invite for that? Anyway, so this was actually a twisty one. This fight.
Very trippy.
Yeah. I mean, I know you know your boy Madara, and I was looking to Aizen, just trying to figure out Bleach alone was complicated, and just how their abilities work were a whole other freaking level of understanding. And I never was a fan of the show to begin with, but to try to understand how his powers worked in that level were just insane, especially since they had ability. I figured his hypnosis would have been the major advantage of this, and goddamn, that Shirigami fucking eye actually countered that shit. Like it was nothing. I was not expecting that. I give preps for to that shit. I never was a big fan of Naruto to begin with, but damn, I underestimate that power.
I still wish they did the 5 Kage thing, where he just looks at him and is like, "So, would you like these clothes to use Susanoo as well?"
Nah, psychotic as he was, he I think they already showed how equally insane those two were. So they were just drunk into the battle. They were in their own element. They were high off the fight. And I just didn't know what was going on at that end there. At first it made it was Madara, and then it made it was Aizen, and then it was back to Madara, and then I was like, is it over?
Those eyes in Aizen's, like, right before we found out it was Madara, I had legitimately, like, chill. Because I was like, there's no way. And then it just turns out to be Madara. I'm like, oh.
Oh, you were like the universe is in everything's in order once you saw that word, didn't you?
I was like, oh, that has to be it. There's no other way.
Oh my god, I don't know what they were doing. It was like fucking. It was like fuck. It was like a fucking Peter Jackson. What do you call it? It was like Lord of the Rings ending. It was just one thing after another after another. It's like, what the fuck. That being said, holy shit, that was a pretty interesting battle with those two because their powers are very unique. Alone, aside being on a spiritual level of fighting, because I'm used to the more basic physical, Dragon Ball Z type of stuff because that's what we grew up with, and anything along that means. But damn, that was some crazy ass powers to put into play there. But yeah, the whole real thing was basically whose hypnosis ability is better than the others, because that was literally it at the end. They were
Pretty much.
they were just fucking with us. All right. So yeah, that was it, guys. And then next week and a half, I have no idea what the fuck okay. So Popeye versus One Punch Man. All right, so that's a thing. But yeah, and then we're gonna get through that. And I am honestly going to enjoy that anyway. So thank you for joining us, guys. I'm Deviant Dario.
An Infinite One.
And next week is gonna be weird.